Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is a reading for, where are we at, y'all? Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the weekend. May or may not resonate. I do offer personal readings. The link to the site is in the description. Atlanta is what I keep hearing. Atlanta, like Atlanta, Georgia. You could take that however. That's what I keep hearing. It may be time for somebody to tell the truth, especially because they're in a place to where it's like everything around them is solid, everything is comfortable. There's a family here, you know. It honestly seems like bull. Um, the how do I put this? Transition between Philly, like Pennsylvania, and DC, specifically Washington DC, feels significant. Philly to DC, DC to Philly. I don't know how that is going to be relevant. I don't know, but that area, those areas, or some type of connection between Philly and DC feels like a really big factor here. Specifically Philadelphia, not just the whole state of Pennsylvania, specifically Philadelphia and Washington DC. There's this announcement that feels like it'll be made. And this announcement looks like it's going to cause major losses, possibly mass layoffs. A situation where it feels like turnover rates are the topic of discussion. And people who have really major concerns because they're starting to realize that they are irrelevant, or cannot keep up in this environment. And when I say that, it could even be the funding. Like people who are concerned that they're going to go under. There are things that are about to go under, okay, because they cannot afford these things. Or they're in places and spaces to where it's kind of like how, say, for instance, with COVID, the essential and non-essential workers, that feels like a really big topic of discussion. Who or what is essential, what is necessary, because it's like cutting down for to save on cost or something like that. You know what I mean? Just ensuring that everybody's ducks are going to be in a row and nobody fails, nobody loses, nobody suffers, nobody whatever. So there's a lot of dead weight that has to go. Okay. And this dead weight seems like they feel this impending doom that's coming. State workers is what I'm hearing. They feel this impending doom. But then when these layoffs or this unemployment or whatever this is happens here, it's kind of like they turn into a villain and go crazy. And I think there's somebody in this equation that is very obsessive, and they need to be taken very seriously. Their behaviors, their antics, their words need to be taken very seriously, because they are going to spaz. If they get fired, if they, how do I put this? If they get fired, if somebody breaks up with them, stops talking to them, stop wanting to be their friend, stops wanting to do business, okay? So you take this: work, family, friend, or romantically. Whenever people say, I'm walking away, I'm moving on, you gotta go, whatever's happening here, they are going to spaz, leaky, anything like that. They are going to spaz. But the thing is, what are they contributing to? Work, family, friend, or romantically. How is their contribution beneficial? Are they contributing anything? That's what they're angry about. Because they're in a position to where they're getting away with doing absolutely nothing. And the losses that they have the potential to cause in this situation are very extreme. So say, for instance, if this is somebody living with you, right? Just as an example. You tell them they gotta go. They gotta go find somewhere else to stay. They gonna come back and try to burn your fucking house down. They gonna come back and try to unalive you or hurt you, endanger you in some type of way. You don't want to be with this person no more. You're cool. You can move on with your life. They ain't let this go. They have not let this go. And their level of anger and frustration is turning into rage, like a blind rage. Lamond. So it's just like, because you don't want to be this person's friend or family member or lover, they are turning into a psychopath or will turn into a psychopath. And their family and friends are going to try to, like, say for instance, this person is trying to charge at somebody like a bull. They trying to grab them by a collar. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, they going to bust right up out that collar. If y'all don't do something for real in this situation, quit trying to grab them by the shirt collar like that's holding them back. You get what I'm trying to say? But that's their way of acting like they intervened in this situation. I tried to stop him. I tried to stop her. I tried to do something in this situation. No, they didn't. This was the person that was in the background like, stop. No, please don't do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's hilarious. It's this scene in Willy Wonka to where he knows that the little, I can't think of what scene specifically. It's this kid, one of the kids. He knew the kid was just about to go do whatever they wanted to go do. You know what I mean? So he's just like, oh no, stop, don't. You know, all sarcastic. Like, no one, even if he said, no, stop, quit, the kid was just going to do whatever they wanted to do because that's how the kid was set up morally. So it feels like this is one of those situations where this person knew what was going to happen to these people or this person in this situation. They knew. They just had to act like they were cool. Act like they were being a good person. Act like they were trying to save the day. And they really weren't. Neighbors, neighbor, anything like that. They know what's up. I heard Cam, or something like that, and Chanel. They know what's up. All of them are in cahoots. It's just a matter of like, why? Why? Because now they about to take these losses, and instead of them, their leader going to jail or facing charges, it's going to be all of them. Myra, Mira, anything like that. This is so stupid. I think they are in a place where they wanted to not like something or somebody really, really badly, but they needed an excuse to act like this, air signs. And their way of trying to come up with excuses was illegal, unethical, immoral. So again, it's like you're preying on somebody just to be able to portray them as your opposition, and it's giving obsessed. It's giving gay. It's giving crazy. And I mean like psych ward, straight jacket crazy. Like, you really need to go get help, bro. Like, on my soul. And they can't accept that. But I think a lot of this is because they're a down low homosexual. They're in these same-sex relationships in the background. So it's like, that is what is driving them crazy. Not anything or anybody else. It's the fact that they have to hide who they really are. They're living a lie. I don't care about their sexual preference. Let's just leave it at that. This individual is living a lie. And they don't want to accept that about their life. So preying on the people who have the ability to show, hey, this person is not straight. Hey, this individual is not really who they're portraying themselves to be. Hey, this person is not really like this or like that. Hey, you feel me? Like, this is not their true intent, whatever it may be. They don't like them. Whitney, they don't like them. But now they got to accept it. Like, you're hanging with cornballs. Or these people are boring. Like, they're boring. They're washed up. They're irrelevant. And throwing other people under the bus isn't going to make them any more successful than they already are. They pockets turn inside out. Do you hear me? Pockets turn inside out. But why are they like that? I just told y'all, right? What are they contributing? Whether this is about them putting in work towards their own success, towards their own life, or helping others, being there for others, looking out for others, being available, socially, mentally, physically, spiritually. It's like they're not available. So they're irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? The familiar faces around you have not been a support system for you, and you find a support system through others, they feel some type of way because they aren't a part of your support system. They aren't a part of your team, your group, your family. But when you was a part of their teams, their groups, their families, were they acting like you were theirs? Were they treating you like family? You get what I'm trying to say? Was they really rocking with you? Were they supporting you? Were they promoting you? Were they really fucking with you like that? No. And they know that. So it's like, what is it to lose these people, places, or things? They are not assets. They are not beneficial. They don't support us. They don't promote us. You get what I'm saying? May not have no jobs, may not have nothing to show that they actually are benefits in anyone's lives. Not even just yours or this other party here. You get what I'm saying? These are some super broke or broken, irrelevant ass people, or people who don't support their family. They don't support their relatives. They don't support their friends. They don't look out for others. You get what I'm saying? So they can just hang with each other while everybody forms this soul tribe. These people are not connected because they're just related or because they've been friends for a long time. They're connected through the soul. And those that aren't in tune with their souls can't understand that. Like, I tell everybody, like, say for instance, with one of my old coworkers at one of my former jobs, like from jump, like me and her was just like kindred spirits. We just knew, like, our energy just meshed so well with each other because we were on the same vibration or similar vibrations. You know what I mean? Spiritually. So we didn't have nothing in common physically, like as far as our demographics and all of that stuff go, like our history, none of that. Like, we didn't have anything in common in the physical reality, but spiritually we had everything in common. On a soul level, on a moral level, on a heart chakra level, we had everything in common. So me and her became friends. And to this day, she's one of my favorite people in the whole world. Like, to this day, that shit wouldn't make sense to somebody I've known for 10 years. Like, you got a best friend. You feel me? Like, you got this friend out that you just met. Like, yes, this is my friend because me and her understand each other on a soul level. We're not just cool or friends because it's like, I like the color blue and that's your favorite color too. You feel me? Like, nah, we relate on a higher vibration. And that's what this is here, y'all. It's like these people just don't get it. Is that it doesn't matter what things look like physically. If the vibe is there, the vibe is there. You get what I'm saying? And they want to throw people under the bus like, oh, he or she ain't even this. He or she is that. He or she is this, that, putting labels on people. What does that matter? What do the labels matter if somebody is making you feel amazing, genuinely? What do the labels matter? What does somebody's history matter if you know that it's safe here? What does the past matter? What does any of that shit matter if this is a safe, healthy, loving environment, or these are safe, loving, and healthy relationships? Work, family, friend, or romantically. You get what I'm trying to say? Somebody could have went to prison and did 20 years in fucking prison, reformed themselves, got out, got a job, and now people finding out, oh yeah, he or she went to prison. So now y'all skeptical of your fucking coworker you've been kicking it with because you found out they've been to jail or prison? That's the type of shit that they on. Like, how does that change the way that you perceive this person when you didn't know this shit about this person before? You get what I'm saying? You was cool until you found out that they did 20 years. Like, you was cool with them. You thought they was a great person until you found out that they went and did 20 years, right? Like, fuck out of here. That's why, like, these people will really try to project their fears and insecurities onto you. I don't care what you've been through, what you got going on. You know what I mean? That shit does not define who you are. You define who you are by learning the lessons that you are supposed to learn from the mistakes that you've made in life. You get what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell you who you are. Can't nobody tell none of us who we are. And that's what they want to do. They want to label people so bad. But why do they want to label people so bad? Because these people are stuck in their humanity and that's all they can see in other people. Oh yeah, so you a felon, or oh yeah, you a, I don't care what it is. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. Does that mean that you're not a quality human being? Does that mean that you can't evolve your soul? Does that mean you can't transform into a bigger and brighter and healthier human being? That shit don't mean nothing. But that's how they want to see shit. Like, oh, you also, yeah, you got this and you got that, or you ain't, you know what I mean? Whatever, whatever. They're this, they're that. And none of that means anything. It doesn't mean anything. So you're dealing with people who are stuck in their humanity and they want to label something or somebody so bad. They want to label them so bad. But they only want to label them because they can't feel the vibes. Period. They can't feel. So all they can do is go off of what they see, what they heard, what they think. What do you know, nigga? What have you felt? What have you experienced? Thank you so much.